So, YouTube Kids. Gruselgeräusche. Dieser Autofokus, dieser unerträgliche. Ja. Möchte ich in einem dunklen Raum eingesperrt sein?
Found anything?
I can't hear that sound anymore.
It's easy to freak out when you're on your own up there.
Maybe it's not me. It's this hotel.
I didn't hear you.
You know, for a second it was nice to imagine that the past could come back like that. We always had a party on December 23rd. Maybe you heard about it? It's pretty well known in the county.
Sounds amazing.
You should have seen the ballroom back then.
I can almost picture it.
The last time Rachel's family was there, Reverend Foster wasn't as sullen as usual.
And your parents?
My mother had eyes only for Leonard. And I saw he wouldn't stop staring at that girl.
Rachel.
She talked and moved with the grace and confidence of an adult. She wore a dress with a bow on her back. She was so beautiful. Perfect. Fuck. It was the beginning of the end and we were breaking out the champagne.
Nikki.
Sorry, I'm becoming a freaking nostalgic up here. Well, I can't hear that sound anymore. It's gone. I'm gonna look around again and then I'm going to bed.
Be careful.
So, umschauen. Was ist das denn umschauen, Mädel? Ich gehe einfach wieder ins Bett. Oder Tag 8. So muss Horror halt sein. Einfach so, dass sich Sachen halt auflösen. Also ich finde diese Sanity-Mechanik in Phasmophobia, also das ist ja nicht die erste dieser Art, aber Sanity finde ich halt eine super Mechanik für diese Art von Spielen. Weil Geister einen halt eher mental kaputt machen als physisch. Excuse me? In der fucking Kirche? Warum das denn? Ein Heiligen. Ich habe komischerweise meine Kamera und Stuff gar nicht dabei. Ja, wieder heim. Gott sei Dank wusste ich, warum spiele ich nochmal sowas Gruseliges? Besonders jetzt, wo ich den Chat nicht habe, kann ich ja gar nicht, Eigentlich ist das hier ja nur, um billige Donations abzugreifen. Und die haben wir aktuell. Nicht mal die haben wir aktuell. Witzigerweise nur eine. Irgendwo ist hier ja der Shortcut. Ich habe aber spontan keine Ahnung. Hier. Rein. Oh, das ist gar nicht der Storage Room. So weit offen stehst, gefällt mir auch nicht. Das Ding so permanent aufzumachen, ist, glaube ich, auch nicht so klug. Ah, Inventar.
Irving?
Merry Christmas, Nikki. Ho, ho, ho. It's a little late for holiday greetings, but I expected that.
What?
Well, I thought you were calling to... Hey, is everything okay?
Yes. I mean, I don't think so. No.
What happened?
I think I sleepwalked.
Like in the old Laurel and Hardy movies?
I'm serious. I woke up in church, standing in front of the lectern.
Wow. Does that happen a lot?
No.
One doesn't just become a sleepwalker from one day to the next.
It used to happen when I lived here. One time in February, I ended up outside.
But no parent leaves the doors unlocked if their kid sleepwalks.
I never told anyone.
Sleepwalking episodes are common in children.
That's not the point. I forgot all about it. Then I come back here and it happens again. If I ended up in that church, maybe there's a reason.
Sometimes following your instinct is the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go back there now. But I'll think about it. Oh, Irving?
Yeah?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nikki.
Mhm. Das war eigentlich die Ausweichantwort, oder? So, Tag 9, I guess. Muss zurück zu... Hab ich gar keine Lust. Schlaf an den Musterzeichen sein. Ja. Stimmt, ich habe da gar keinen Bock drauf. Also, ja, von mir aus stell dich deinen Ängsten, aber doch nicht nachts in einem vermutlich verspukten Dingens. Also, das hier wirkt halt schon so, als ob das Rachel wäre. Also entweder ist er halt ihr kleiner Bruder. Oh ja, da. Oder sie hat irgendwie was damit zu tun. Also. Hier sind sie näher beieinander. Hier nicht. Ist das hier neu? Was? Lag das da schon, als wir das erste Mal hier waren? Das Büro. Hat die ganze Zeit schon zu? Das ist TBH. Nicht kürzer. Ja, nichtsdestotrotz gruselig. Was?
Hi.
I was thinking, there really could be a repressed reason as to why you ended up there.
So you've come to the conclusion that I'm not crazy?
Never thought that. Well, at least not in this case.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, language, Sister Nicole.
All right. So, if I think about the church, I think about my mother. She often helped Reverend Foster. She decorated for holidays, did fundraising, and put up booths to involve the whole community in parish activities, you know, that kind of stuff.
I know what you mean.
I think she found gratification in doing that, something she didn't get elsewhere, including the hotel. When we moved to Portland, she quit.
Fundraising?
God.
I gather you didn't exactly have a high opinion of your mother when you were a kid.
Well, she was really busy with the hotel. I was always running after Leonard. He was much more fun than she was, no doubt about it. He was a philosopher capable of calculating the motion of celestial bodies while taking apart and refitting a motorcycle in less than half an hour.
What about her?
In the same half hour, she could have audited a business balance sheet. There you go.
Ah, a businesswoman.
No. What I understood later, living in such proximity to her, is that Mom loved feeling needed.
A religious community like ours makes you feel needed, without a doubt.
I suppose.
Ja, das ist der Moment, in dem ich halt auch, also davon abgesehen, dass ich nicht glaube, dass sie hier unten Empfang haben würde, gerade mit so einem alten Knochen. Ja. Die Kirche macht Kirchengeräusche. Wobei, eigentlich sind das keine Kirchengeräusche. Holzkirchen, das ist auch ein... Können wir hier vielleicht irgendwie Vibes rein? Nur knapp. Ich bin sehr dankbar, dass der Wind mit aufgehört hat. Oh, guck mal, Schlafsäcke.
Someone broke into the church. Some fucking screwed up camper.
Oh, your father left it open for mountain wanderers.
Goddamn sons of... Ugh. I'll have to clean up this mess before Jenkins shows up.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Normally, no one's around in this weather, but you never know.
Ugh. Okay.
You practicing for the church choir now?
I know this tune.
The souls that come out of their graves. It's from the book of Revelation.
Can I ask you about your mysterious father, who you only sort of mention?
My father was nothing like Leonard.
Well, I don't know what happened between you, but if you want to talk about it,
I will. But not now. It's complicated.
Yeah, I get that. Believe me, I do.
Thanks.
Auch das, also wir waren hier ja schon mal. Waren die schon da? Nö, oder? Das Gute ist, wir haben das jetzt alle auf YouTube. Kann man das nachgucken.
You want to play the organ in a church in the middle of the night? Really?
Hey, what are you doing there?
Dunno. I think you stayed on the line. Didn't notice.
I'm a Phantom of the Opera fan.
It's been years since anyone played it.
My mother's heart would break to see it like this. She adored it.
You should take it with you to play it in Portland.
I couldn't play even if I wanted to. I never learned.
I don't think playing the organ is a crucial thing these days.
Yeah, right. Tell that to my mom.
Essential part of a woman's education, I must admit.
Oh, poor mom. She had a daughter that would rather dig for gold at Hunter's Gulch till the cows came home.
I can totally picture you.
Uh-huh. Then there was Rachel, who reminded me how useless I was in music. Look how good Rachel is. Look how she puts her mind to it. She doesn't know how to read, but she's got a real ear for it. While I was considered the illiterate artist in the house. If Rachel had been around, she would have improvised Beethoven's Ninth.
Was she so perfect?
Yes. I'm only just now realizing how jealous I was.
Keep looking. Nikki?
When there was a party, my mother always got out the usual streamers and decorations and stuff. She raced in and out of the church, but I never discovered where she kept all those things.
Never asked?
Oh, a million times. She didn't want to answer. She said they were in a safe place. A real mystery.
What kind of decorations could they have possibly been?
Nothing explosive. It's just that I had the bad habit of sneaking all over the place and forgetting what time it was. There was that huge lady, the assistant cook, Mrs. Bryce. She used to get so mad.
A judicious girl.
They promised to reveal the secret storeroom when I got older, but I must have forgotten.
The mystery of the secret storeroom. Ooh, sounds good.
The riddle!
What are you talking about?
Leonard was never good at keeping secrets, but he taught me a riddle to get there.
Can you remember it?
Incredible. Yes. Oh, something like, down the stairs, watch your step, don't fall apart or it's your end, round a corner, turn around, there's your way in front of you. All that's closed can be open too if you see beyond its looks. But how can I remember it? How it's... I...
Wow. Total mystery. Want to play?
Yes, I need to think about it. I have no idea what it means. I'll call you if anything comes to mind.
Also ich glaube, wir waren da bereits drin. Ich glaube, das ist der Storage im Büro. Das da hinten macht mich so wahnsinnig. Das ist bereits mehrfach. Dieser Holzpfahl wieder zu aufzukloppen. Excuse me? Ja. Ich möchte... Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Ja.
Oh, shit.
So, found the mystery decorations?
No. No decorations.
Is everything okay?
I found something.
What?
It's like someone built some kind of bedroom. Irving, you there?
Of course, yeah. What bedroom? Tell me what you see.
Okay. There's some windows. Drawn on the walls. Books. Sheet music. A pink bed. It's Like a kid's room.
No way.
This place doesn't make sense. No one would live down here.
Nikki, I think you should get out of there now.
Oh, wait. There's gotta be an explanation.
Okay, that's it. Now I'm calling the head office in Billings. I'm telling them it's a code red emergency, so they'll have to...
Jesus Christ, Irving.
What?
This is all Rachel's stuff. Understand? It's her room, a replica.
You don't know that. You can't know what her room looked like.
Everything here reminds me of her. Let me look around. I'm sure I'll find an explanation.
But my other hand's on the red phone.
Keep it there, but don't make the call. I need to figure out what's going on here.
Talk, Sprachtherapie. Also, der Key ist natürlich...
Did you get out of there?
You know by any chance if Rachel wore a retainer?
Maybe. There was an article saying they hadn't found it at the site of the suicide.
I remember. She always made a horrible noise when she clipped it onto her palate with her tongue.
What does Rachel's retainer have to do with anything?
I found a box. It could be hers.
Why should someone keep a 10-year-old retainer?
Maybe they're not just keeping it. Maybe they're using it. The box is empty.
No way. I can't...
Let me go on.
Brotkrume.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have to call someone. You have to get out of there right now.
No. I found a key. It's from my old music box. The one in Leonard's room.
I'm having a hard time following.
If everything in here is Rachel's, then why is my music box's key here?
I don't know and I don't want to know. Tell you what I think? Someone could have been in your room.
It doesn't matter.
How can you be so calm?
If someone was in there, he's not here now. I need to grab the chance to figure out what the hell is going on, or went on, here.
Okay, eben konnte ich noch mit denen interagieren. Eigentlich war das jetzt wieder...
Yes.
Nicole, listen. I already know what you're gonna say, but please trust me. Get out of there.
Please, you're not helping.
You do realize you found the replica of a dead girl's bedroom. This is sick. This is
The more things get freaky, bizarre, and painful, the more I need to figure out why all of this...
We'll figure it out. With the sheriff. Once you're out of there, into a safe hotel room in town. Please, just...
Listen, a bunch of strange things happened since I got here. Think about it. Phone calls on a dead line, old lipsticks that don't go bad. Leonard's notes where he says he saw a girl that's supposedly been dead for 10 years, and now this!
All good reasons to get out of there. We both agree that saving your skin is top priority, right?
I've looked over every inch of this place, and there's no one.
If it's true, you realize what that means.
What? What are you trying to tell me?
Your father... he spent years in there, in total solitude. With the weight of his family and Rachel on his conscience. He wasn't the kind of guy to just let the past slide with a shrug. You know that too.
You're joking, right? You think he did this?
Think about it. That room could be an act of love. Distorted, even morbid, but in his eyes...
How dare you? My father might have had a lot of weaknesses, but surely what you're saying... Leave out that he cheated on my mom. Leave out that he fell in love with a 16-year-old, but fucking hell, don't you dare even think that! He would never have built a fucking underground shrine for a dead person.
Das ist, wo sich die Grenze zieht, sehr gut.
Your father had changed in the end. You didn't spend time with him, but I met him, and I'm telling you.
No! I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
I just want you to know that...
Call only if you really want to help. My father doesn't deserve this bullshit, and nor do I.
Gut.
Asshole. How dare you? You don't know shit. You don't know fuck. Finally, a bit of peace and quiet. It'll help me clear my head without those incessant phone calls. I'm not a fucking switchboard, for fuck's sake. Okay, let me piece things together. I just found out there's a room dedicated to Rachel Foster in my father's hotel. Maybe with items from her real room. Holy Jesus, that's freaky. Some people think she didn't commit suicide, and some even think she's still alive. Maybe if I think through my steps, I can work something out. First thing, the phone call. They said Rachel isn't dead. Then the lipstick from 10 years ago turns up, still good. And then my father's various notes where he says he still sees her. If that were true, it might explain the sighting by her friend here in the timberline. And now I find her retainer box, but no retainer. That room might not be a reconstruction. If Rachel didn't kill herself, Rachel could have lived here. But if she's still alive, why doesn't she tell her parents? Unless they're all in cahoots. No suicide, no timberline money. No, I'm just being paranoid. And then there'd be no reason for her to live in a fucking underground replica of her room. My key in the middle of Rachel's stuff. Is it a message? Where do I fit in? Are you trying to tell me something, Dad?
My music box with the hockey player. I don't think I have the guts to hear that tune again. But I must.
Ich finde, das sind so ein paar, ich sag mal, Horrorfilm oder Horrorgeschichten. Ich meine, das Horror spielt, glaube ich, mehr. Weil ich bin auch nicht so in Horrorfilmen drin, wie ich immer wieder festhalte. So Horrorfilm-Bullshit. Warum sollte die denn im Zimmer leben, das aussieht, als ob da das für eine 10-Jährige nachgebaut worden ist? Ich gehe davon aus, dass das Kind überlebt hat. Habe ich die Tür zugemacht? I don't know. Hello Darkness, my old friend. Also die Türen sind, glaube ich, sowieso nicht sonderlich hilfreich. So. Dann schauen wir doch mal. So, eine kleine Medaille.
The 27th of December, 1983. The hockey finals at Missoula. Us against Cold Springs High. We won by sudden death after a 3-hour game, and I got the medal for the most number of face-offs won. According to the papers, that was the night Rachel killed herself. Coming home, Mom barely had the time to pull into the garage that I was already racing up to you, waving the medal in your face, Daddy. I was so happy. But you had other things on your mind, right? And you and Mom started fighting. The voices getting louder. That long silence when she comes down the stairs with the suitcases and Mrs. Bryce tries to stop her. Mom's car stays here, and we leave with my Uncle John's. I never found out what started that fight. Mom never wanted to talk about it. Are you trying to, Daddy?
Die Zeitlinie ist irgendwie broken, oder? Also. Also irgendwie ist die Zeitlinie ein bisschen kaputt. Das macht für mich alles nicht so richtig Sinn.
Irving,
Finally.
I'm okay.
I was dying on this chair.
Let's keep going, if you want. Together. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor. In the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe me. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
Ja, aber waren wir da nicht jetzt ungefähr 17 Mal? Also ich glaube, dieses Draw hat jetzt so seine Probleme. Ich glaube aber, was es am glaubwürdigsten macht, sind tatsächlich so große Häuser darstellen. Ich habe ja bereits in der vorherigen Folge gesagt, ich glaube, ich mag so große Gebäude überhaupt nicht. Aber sie verdient halt. Diese Audioanspiele sind halt. Weiß ich nicht. Ja, Whisper, Grusel. Halt mitten am Tag. Da so ein Gruselzeug zu machen, ist Quatsch. Das ist halt auch, also. Ich glaube, das ist halt der Grund, warum ich besonders diese amerikanischen großen Dinger hasse. Oder hasse ist vielleicht zu viel gesagt. Nicht sonderlich mag. Die sind alle diese Dunkelheit. Also ich glaube, das hat die moderne europäische Brauerei einfach nicht mehr. Diese kaputten verfickten Texturen überall. Also das muss Leuten doch auffallen. Was ist das hier? Eventuell nicht richtig zu. Also. Mit Saline werfen. In der Mitte finden, okay. Über der Rezeption hast du gesagt. Da bin ich ja natürlich falsch. Ah. Also der Raum direkt über der Rezeption. Mhm. Excuse me.
Irving? Hello? Can you hear
Leider
me?
nicht.
I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare.
There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What doors are you talking about?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Danke hierfür. Also. ...217. ...217. Ist das jetzt der Deal, dass ich jetzt nochmal auf 217 muss? ...217 ist doch der Geisterraum, oder? Also der Geisterraum. Ich übernehme dann das Vokabeln. Die aber, glaube ich, gar nicht passen. Telefon. 16. 117. Bin jetzt nicht bescheuert, oder? Ist der schon die ganze Zeit umgeschmissen gewesen? Das hier ist nach wie vor gruselig. Aber nicht unser Hauptanliegen. Oh, guck mal, es ist offen. Mit diesem Buch können wir nicht interagieren, oder? Nö. In der Konstruktion. Oh, schau. Er wohnt hier. Mhm. Stinky Christmas, ja, drücke ich auch. Weiser. Ist aber jemand sehr... Ah. Geht um den... Hält das hier auch für so ein Geisterjagd-Dingens, oder? Private am Arsch. Und nicht, sollten wir erst aufklären, dass er die ganze Zeit hier war?
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What? What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory. Painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
Is this a joke?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
You?
I...
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
After day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Who are you, really?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her for real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
Yes, it's true. I hated her. But I was just a jealous kid.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
Irving, where are you right now?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to understand.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Die war ja schon offen. Das ist interessant, dass das optional war, aber so dargestellt wird, als wäre es das nicht gewesen. Als Protektor. Darf ich mir noch nicht ansehen. Weil Facing und so. Ranking. Leonard. Ah, die haben Schach gespielt. Okay. Hm. The Light of Egypt, the Science of the Soul and the Stars. Mhm. Excuse me. Mhm. Danke dafür.
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me.
Du bist der
Perlen
Physiker.
has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in the
talking
air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Bin ich denn der Mörder? Kein Bock drauf. Oh, kann ich mir jedes dieser Bücher angucken? Nee. Das immer nur eins. Also, rein theoretisch. Bin ich ganz sicher. Ja, dass du mir das übersetzt, ist jetzt nicht so notwendig. Da wollte ich überhaupt nicht hin. Ich wollte hier hin. In Claires Auto. I guess. Ich hab's bereits. Das ist relativ offensichtlich, I guess. Excuse me? Was ist denn los mit dir? Ah, Geister.
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone.
Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
So was. Ich habe jetzt eine Decke im Inventar. Wasch sie, wasch sie, wasch sie. Das ist halt also, das ist ja auch kein, also das ist ja echt. Also darauf muss man ja erstmal kommen. Also der Gedanke, dieser Geisterbruchgedanke, der Geist schreibt dir seine Gedanken auf. Ja, du bist hier, ich habe das schon begriffen. Okay, aber sollte man da nicht, keine Ahnung. Wasch sie, wasch sie, wasch sie. Offenbar nicht mit der Waschmaschine, sondern mit einem Waschbecken. Ja, Blut, komm. Halt auf den Dreh.
Oh, God. How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
I don't...
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't... I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
Ah,
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
What? Irving, Where are you?
Wide as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me, too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. And another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
Irving? Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you?
Hm. Naja. Mhm.
Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home, and I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. There's also my fee.
Doop, doop, doop.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake.
Oh, God.
Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day, but they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice. Wait. I did all that you asked me.
Oh, wir sind der Geist. Oh.
Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared.
Oh.
I don't want to die. It's getting dark. I can't see the light. stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the Timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger. Just love.
Ich habe Fragen. Die Folge hatten jetzt ein bisschen Überlänge, aber es fühlte sich jetzt sehr nach Ende an. Hätte man tatsächlich 2 rausmachen können, egal. Ich habe Fragen. Ja, Ruhe. Zum einen, I guess. Nee, tatsächlich sind das 11 von 11 Errungenschaften. Da gab es nicht mehr zu holen. Zum einen, what the fuck? Also. Boah. Ich würde spontan behaupten, ja, Geistergeschichte, dies, das, bla bla bla. Aber wie kommt man denn auf so eine Idee? Also, kommt man auf so eine Idee? Es ist eine gute Sache, hat jemand gesagt, man hat das verstanden. Dieses Ende jetzt gerade, what the fuck? Das war ja jetzt quasi, also ich glaube, man hatte so mehr oder weniger jetzt die Wahl. Bringt man sie um, bringt man sie nicht um? Also dieser letzte Spin, sie ist tatsächlich besessen, bla bla bla, okay. Ja, aber ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß, dass wohl viele aus dieser sehr merkwürdigen, ich sag mal, linken Internetszene das Spiel wegen dieser ganzen aus ihrer Sicht glorifizierten Liebesgeschichte zwischen einem 40-Jährigen und einer 16-Jährigen, bliblablub, Kindesmissbrauch und so, dass die das alles sehr gehasst haben. Sehe ich jetzt nicht so. Also zum einen 16 Jahre, Kind, schwierig. Ich weiß, da darf man ruhig widersprechen. Ich glaube schon, das ist was anderes, ob jetzt jemand was mit einer 16-Jährigen anfängt oder mit einer 12-Jährigen. Ich glaube halt nicht, also ich glaube schon, dass wir relativ gründlich waren oder dass wir nicht großartig gründlich hätten sein können. Diese ganze Geschichte mit. Tatsächlich hätte das einfach noch eine Stunde gebraucht oder so. Also dieses ganze. Es hätte halt irgendwie noch mehr als eine Stunde. Also es hätte vielleicht noch so eine Stunde für diese Geisterjäger gebraucht, um das alles auszuarbeiten. Es hätte auf jeden Fall noch eine Stunde gebraucht, um diese sehr merkwürdige Familie von Rachel aufzuarbeiten. Das hätte tatsächlich länger sein können. Also es hätte dann besser geschrieben sein müssen, weil es war halt nicht großartig geschrieben. Also gerade der Anfang war super zäh, verstehe ich nicht. Aber da sind jetzt noch so ein paar Fragezeichen offen, die nicht hätten offen sein müssen. Das sind halt so Phasing-Fragezeichen. Gut, das grundsätzliche Spiel, ja, war okay. Ich hätte jetzt die Kamera jetzt nicht, sag mal hier, Taschenlampe. Das sieht ihr tatsächlich im Bild nicht. Taschenlampe hätte es jetzt nicht gebraucht. Zumindest in dieser Mechanik. Es hätte vielleicht sogar ein bisschen gruseliger sein können. Ein bisschen mehr Interaktion mit dem Geist. Ja. Aber tatsächlich, es krankt, glaube ich, einfach am Schreiben. Das ist halt schluderig. Ich glaube, viele dieser Walking Sims sind schluderig geschrieben. Weil die halt immer das epische Familiendrama aufmachen wollen und dafür fehlt denen halt irgendwie immer so ein bisschen der Skill. Ansonsten, ja, es war halt eine Walking Sim, also mechanisch. Das hat halt funktioniert als Walking Sim. war keine von den ganz großartigen, glaube ich. Es war halt. Also ich verstehe das mit diesen Texturen nicht. Also es muss Leuten doch auffallen, wenn sie das mit den Texturen so verhauen. Aber Mai, I don't judge. I don't judge. Was ich allerdings tue, ist. Ah. Doch, ich judge schon. Es ist halt nicht sonderlich gut geschrieben. Punkt. Also da gibt es halt eigentlich. Daran scheitert es gerade so ein bisschen. Also auch dieses Ende. Also das ist ja prinzipiell cool. Und ich meine, Spiele, die sowas machen, die quasi die Perspektive des Spielers am Ende nochmal so umdrehen. Also klar, das ist jetzt Interpretation. Also das muss ja nicht so sein, dass. Entschuldigung. Das muss ja jetzt nicht so sein, dass man die ganze Zeit quasi Nicole besessen hat. Ich fand Nicoles Sinneswandel auch irgendwie ein bisschen. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? Sie war halt so. Also Tag eins, das war ja. Boah. Was ein nerviges Drecksstück. Das hat sich dann ja irgendwie gelegt. Aber der Charakter war nicht sonderlich gut ausgearbeitet. Die ganze Geschichte ist nicht sonderlich gut geschrieben. Ich glaube, mehr muss man dazu nicht sagen. Also das war okayisch für das, was es war, aber es war halt nur okayisch. Ich glaube, es gibt weitaus schlimmere Dinge, die man Spielen sagen kann. Es gibt aber auch sehr viel bessere Dinge, die man über Spiele sagen kann. In dem Sinne schmeiße ich euch raus. Schade, dass das mit YouTube nicht, mit YouTube hat das geklappt, mit Twitch nicht so geklappt hat. Mit YouTube ist das tatsächlich irgendwie YouTube und ich nick schon wieder in die Richtung, die Webcam vertragen sich nicht so richtig. Ich nehme das nur teilweise auf die Kappe meiner Grafikkarte. Da müssen wir mal gucken. Das sieht zwar jetzt, glaube ich, alles nicht ganz so hübsch aus, wie es tatsächlich im Stream ausgesehen hätte. Irgendwie der Stream kommt besser als die Aufnahme. Damit klar, ich weiß nicht, was ich gerade gesagt habe, was anderes, oder? Dass YouTube nicht mit der Webcam auskommt. Also Streamer OBS kommt damit nicht ganz so klar. Interessanterweise nur in den Aufnahmen. Anyway, ich glaube, mein Bild wird dann primär schwarz sein, aber es ist ja immer noch ein Gruselspiel, von daher ist das okay. Und mit dieser Erkenntnis schmeiße ich euch raus und sage, bis demnächst wieder. Wobei bis demnächst heißt, bis ich mal wieder irgendwie mich motivieren kann, was mit YouTube zu machen, weil aktuell ganz ehrlich, das fühlt sich alles ein bisschen sinnlos an. Der übliche Hinweis, wir sind viel auf Twitch unterwegs. Ich denke, der Quatsch wird unter dem YouTube-Video verlinkt sein. Aktuell, ich gucke auf den Tacho, es ist der 24. Also noch 7 Tage, noch eine Woche ist das Ding im Humble Choice drin. Ich bin Humble Affilinate, bla 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 bla. Kauft mein Merch, nein, kauft über meinen Link. Und wir sehen uns wieder. Vielleicht im Stream, vielleicht hier. Jetzt aber, bis die Tage.